Is there anything more exciting than cheering on the home team surrounded by thousands of fans? Remember that? If you watch a game at one of these incredibly expensive stadiums, the noise level will be deafening. These stadiums cost billions to build, and the sports teams that play in them are some of the most valuable teams in the world. Some of the costly stadiums on this list were just completed this year, while others have been welcoming die-hard fans for over a decade. From football to soccer to baseball, here are the most expensive stadiums in the world. With a price tag of $5.5 billion, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California is the most expensive stadium ever built. This super stadium is home to both the LA Rams and LA Chargers, and it's the largest NFL stadium by floor area, covering 298 acres. No expense was spared when building this incredible stadium. SoFi Stadium features a one-of-a-kind, double-sided 80 million pixel video screen called the Oculus that is suspended from the roof and hangs over the field. Personal finance company SoFi paid $30 million for the naming rights to the field, and the stadium will host Super Bowl 56 and the 2028 Summer Olympics. Raider Nation has a brand new stadium. Allegiant Stadium in Paradise, Nevada cost a staggering $1.9 billion to build, and there are big plans for this brand new Las Vegas football stadium. Allegiant Stadium is home to both the Las Vegas Raiders and the UNLV Rebels football team. Inside the stadium near the north end zone, you will find a huge 85-foot tall torch that honors late Raiders owner Al Davis. The massive torch is the largest 3D printed object in the world. Like SoFi Stadium, MetLife Stadium is also home to two NFL teams. Despite being located in East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium is home to the New York Jets and New York Giants, or as I like to call them, the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants. When the stadium was completed in 2010, it was the most expensive sports venue of all time with a price tag of $1.7 billion. MetLife Stadium is a huge moneymaker. The stadium hosted WrestleMania 35 in 2019, which brought in $16.9 million in revenue. MetLife may be a football stadium, but it can also host soccer games. The stadium has retractable seats at field level, so the field can be converted into a FIFA-sanctioned soccer pitch. The home of the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta United FC soccer team cost $1.5 billion to build. There is one thing that makes Mercedes-Benz Stadium stand out from other NFL stadiums: affordable concession prices. Mercedes-Benz Stadium has significantly lower menu prices compared to other stadiums. Beverage cups are just $2 and include free refills. Beer costs only $5. Mercedes-Benz bought the naming rights for the field, and the deal will reportedly last 27 years. The exact value of the deal is unknown, but local sports media have estimated that the contract is worth about $324 million. Yankee Stadium is one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. The MLB Stadium is obviously home of the Yanks, but did you know that the New York City FC Soccer Club also plays there? The new Yankee Stadium, which opened in 2009, is the third iteration of the iconic baseball field. It cost a staggering $1.3 billion to build, and even features a museum that houses baseball memorabilia worth over $10 million. If you ever plan to visit Yankee Stadium, you should know that the seats to a ball game can be very expensive. Legend Suite seats range in price between $510 and $2,600. The Dallas Cowboys have some of the most ardent fans in the NFL, so it makes sense that the team plays in one of the most impressive stadiums in the league. AT&T Stadium isn't actually located in Dallas, rather it was built in nearby Arlington for $1.3 billion. The 80,000-seat stadium is the fourth largest in the NFL and is lovingly referred to as Jerry World after business magnate and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Like many NFL stadiums, construction of AT&T Stadium went way over budget. It was originally supposed to cost $650 million, and taxpayers had to foot the bill with a 0.5% sales tax hike and a 2% hotel occupancy tax. AT&T Stadium features a retractable roof, 3,000 LCD displays throughout the complex, and one of the largest center-hung display boards in the world. AT&T pays between $17 million and $19 million per year for the naming rights to the stadium, which was previously called Cowboy Stadium. Levi Stadium is primarily a football venue, but the home of the San Francisco 49ers also hosted soccer games, concerts, wrestling matches, and even a hockey game. The $1.3 billion stadium is located in Santa Clara, California, in the San Francisco Bay Area, and can seat 68,500 fans. For major events like the Super Bowl and FIFA World Cup, the stadium's seating capacity expands to seat 75,000 fans. Levi Strauss & Company purchased the naming rights to the stadium in 2013 for $220.3 million. The deal with the city of Santa Clara runs for 20 years, but Levi's has the option to purchase the naming rights for an additional 5 years at a cost of $75 million. It might be hard to believe that an outdoor hockey game was played at Levi Stadium, but sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. In 2015, the San Jose Sharks hosted the Los Angeles Kings at Levi Stadium as part of the NHL Stadium Series. The Kings defeated the Sharks 2-1 in front of a crowd of 70,205 hockey fans. Levi Stadium set an attendance record in 2015 when 76,976 fans attended WrestleMania 31. The event brought in $12.6 million in revenue. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, so you probably anticipated that there would be at least one soccer stadium on this list. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is home of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and the $1.3 billion stadium can seat 62,303 fans. The stadium is quite unique because it's the first stadium to feature a retractable soccer pitch. Underneath the soccer pitch, you will find a synthetic turf field that is used for NFL games, concerts, and other sporting events. The name Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is just a placeholder. Bidding is currently underway for the naming rights to the stadium. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is filled with a wealth of amenities for both players and fans. There are numerous restaurants and bars, and there's even a bakery. There's also a microbrewery on site that can deliver up to 10,000 pints of beer per minute. Wembley Stadium, which cost $1.25 billion to build, is the largest stadium in the UK and the second largest in all of Europe. The 90,000-seat stadium in Wembley, London, is the home pitch of the England national soccer team and the host of the FA Cup final. Numerous concerts have been held at Wembley. Adele set an attendance record in 2017 when 98,000 fans packed into the stadium to watch her perform. When Madonna played in Wembley in 2008, her performance set a record for a single-day gross revenue at the stadium, taking in $12 million. Here's an interesting fact. Wembley Stadium contains 2,618 toilets. That's more than any other venue in the world, so flush away. US Bank Stadium is located in Minneapolis, and the $1.1 billion NFL stadium is the home turf of the Minnesota Vikings fans. The cost of the state-of-the-art facility was covered by the state of Minnesota, City of Minneapolis, the Minnesota Vikings organization, and private contributors. The city shelled out $150 million, and the state offered up $348 million. $551 million came from the Vikings organization and private contributions. The stadium's iconic reflective glass walls have caused some problems over the years. Birds keep flying into the stadium walls and dying. It will cost about $10 million to replace the existing glass with bird-safe glass. If non-reflective glass was used during initial construction, it would have only added $1 million to the original budget. When Taylor Swift played US Bank Stadium in 2018 as part of her Reputation Stadium tour, she brought in a staggering $10,242,024 in revenue. Here's a couple fun facts. Did you know that the original Yankee Stadium cost just $2.4 million to build? When adjusted for inflation, that equals about $345 million today. The original Yankee Stadium opened in 1923, and it was affectionately nicknamed the house that Ruth built. Babe Ruth may have made Yankee Stadium popular, but it was Yankees owner Jacob Ruppert that paid for it. He covered the entire cost of construction. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching.